Hey everyone, hope you're doing good. Welcome to the studio. Today we're making tarot cards. Tarot is a card game from the mid-15th century, comparable to games like spades or hearts. And on screen you see an original Italian deck. Later these cards also made it to France, where they became very popular, and they also got another use besides the card game. Because next to the numbered cards that we all know, and the Jack, the Queen, the King and the Ace, there were special cards with intriguing names like the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man. And these cards you might recognize from their use in divination or fortune telling. And this use was very much popularized by the set you see currently on screen, which was illustrated by Pamela Coleman Smith, and they were first published in 1909. It's still quite popular to make these sets, illustrate your own version of it, as Jamie Hewlett, that you might know from illustrating the Gorillas. And he made an exhibition where he also did his version of these sets. Very nice illustrations. And this is actually the card you will see me making in this video, the Hermit. L'Hermit. So first of all, I need to design the actual card. Here you can see a quick time lapse of my sketches in Procreate, trying to figure out what the face should look like, trying to see what the posing should be, what do I want to represent within this card. And then now here on the left you can see the stages the design went through when I started working in Illustrator, which ended up with this final design for the card. I'm making the card from a combination of colored paper and foam board. For the yellow, or actually for the gold, I thought it would be nice to use this textured paper, or give it a little bit more depth, give it some actual texture. On each sheet of colored paper I print out the pieces, and then it's just time to start cutting all these things, which is a nice exercise. It's quite mindful, you know what you need to do, you just need to start and don't stop really. And when I finish a color, I put all the little pieces in the tray, cover it up with a sheet of A4 so that it doesn't get mixed. I couldn't print on the black and the blue paper because I'm guessing they were too dark. So I had to cut those parts out in white first and then put them on the black paper and cut it out once again. It was not ideal, but it did work. The actual card itself I'm making from this foam board. If you're not familiar, it's a layer of paper, a layer of foam and another layer of paper. It's a really nice material, and that's what I'll make the main card out of. I made this template to get an idea of the size and also to later use as a trace reference. So I cut out 4 layers for the card. I traced the window onto them and then I cut those out and end up with this. All that preparation finally leads to the fun part, assembling, putting it all together. I'm using some toothpicks to help me guide the tinier pieces and also to apply some glue. And I start with the rope and the head. I have these tiny pieces of paper. I use the toothpick to pick up some glue that I put down on another sheet of paper. Then I apply it to the piece that I'm going to put down, and then I also use the other end of the toothpick to position the little cutout pieces afterwards. It's finicky work, but I really like the end result, especially if you choose good colors of paper. So for example, that shadow on the hand, that was maybe my favorite feature. With the first arm complete, it's time to move on to the main part, the hand that holds the lantern. Because this card, the Hermit, it actually stands for solitude, introspection, and the lantern is actually the light. It's referred to as the light of truth that dispels the darkness and ignorance. Now that the Hermit is done, it's time to make a decision on the background. I made 2 different versions, a slightly darker one and a slightly lighter one. In the end, I went with the lighter version and I spray painted it a bit to give the idea of the dawn coming over the mountains. I assemble the bottom part of the card, meaning the back layer the actual artwork and the first window. In addition, I add some little details with a fine liner, and I also add some highlights on the hand and on some other parts with a white colored pencil. Here's a quick before and after. Not a drastic change, but it does give it a little bit of extra detail. And then I move on to the window that will be on top, that has the name of the card. And this window is actually the most finicky and the most precise part of this build, especially the letters. I did some, I had to space them out a little bit to make sure that they ended up in the right spot. And when that window is done, I place it on top of the card. And I'm done. And that wraps up this build. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of these build videos, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next build.